Today's lesson we're going to review negative exponents, and we're going to start by comparing 3 squared to 3 to the negative second power. We know that 3 squared is repeated multiplication, so in this case it would be 3 times 3, which is the same as 9. 3 to the negative second, we learned that a negative exponent is the reciprocal of the positive exponent. So in this case, instead of 3 times 3, we would have the reciprocals, which are 1/3 times 1/3, which equals 1 over 3 squared, if I write it with an exponent, which also equals 1/9 if I simplify it. So that's the major difference between a positive and a negative exponent. Negative exponents are multiplying the reciprocals repeatedly. So if we had, for example, one more example, 4 to the third, this would be the same as 4 times 4 times 4 in expanded form, which equals 64. 4 to the negative third would be repeatedly multiplying the reciprocals. So it'd be 1/4 times 1/4 times 1/4 in expanded form. If I rewrite this now with a positive exponent, it's 1 over 4 to the third, which is the same as 1 over 64. So that's the big takeaway of negative exponents, reciprocals of the positive. So for example, one more time, if I have 5 to the third, negative third, we know that it's going to be the reciprocal of 5 to the third. So 5 to the negative third would be 1 over 5 to the third, which equals 1 over 125. We can use exponents with variables as well. So for example, x to the negative fourth, we would just take the reciprocal of that. It would be 1 over x repeatedly multiplied 4 times. We'll do a couple more examples and you'll be ready for your review. Let's look at this one, 5x to the negative second. This one's usually trips some people up. The exponent only belongs with the x, the variable in this case. So if I was to break the work out, this is really 5 times x to the negative second power, which is 5 times 1 over x squared, and then simplified 5 divided by x squared. So that's just something to be careful for, is that that exponent only belongs to the variable. It doesn't belong to both things before, not the coefficient and the variable. Our last example, y to the second raised to the negative third. So we would use our exponent rules here. We would multiply the two exponents. So that's y to the negative sixth, which is 1 over y to the sixth. And that's it. That's negative exponents. So today, look back at this video if you have to. Take some notes, and you should be all set for your review. If you need help, email me and I'll get back to you as soon as I can.